Hello, guys and gals, and welcome back to another episode of Lost TROLLSODES. Now, because as you know, we do a lot of Lost episodes here and there. We looked into a troll pasta one night, me and the guys, and we were reading a couple, and we found a Lost episode troll pasta. And if you can tell by the title, and if you haven't already died of laughter a little bit, it's Your First Kiss, Charlie Brown, is what it is called. Now, before we begin, again, it's a troll pasta. It's just here for the hell of it. There's one point where we literally die laughing because the absurdity here just hits the roof. But without further ado, we should probably get into Charlie Brown's first kiss. So sit back, relax, and enjoy a Lost TROLLSODE. I'm sure everybody knows about Charlie Brown. If you wait, hold on, let me just bring the mic over here really closely. ASMR.
Keep that in the video. Keep that in the video. Don't edit that out.
Will not edit it out. I'm sure everybody knows about Charlie Brown. If you haven't seen the program on television at some point, you've caught the VHS tapes that float around bargain bins in the United States. Thumbs up, comment below if you know what a VHS is, guys. If not that, you might have seen it in a classroom, as teachers love to show the family-friendly television programming to their students. It was in late August of 2013 that I came across a particularly strange episode of Charlie Brown's show, in a VHS slipcase that was for It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, a Halloween episode many people are familiar with. It was in my grandparents' attic, which I found while I was staying in their home in Minneapolis. I heard that Charles Schulz, creator of Peanuts, that's the thing with troll pastas, we're just gonna fucking use the spelling mistakes, grew up in Minneapolis, just a few miles from the summer home.
Yeah.
The actual VHS inside the tape was blank and very old, with marker scrawling, ITGPCB take 2. The fuck?
It's a great pumpkin Charlie Brown take 2. It's like it's like it was live action, and it took them more than one try.
But it's fucking animated.
I know, right?
Wait till you get to the next line.
Okay, alright. It has some Japanese and Chinese.
What? We're going weeboo.
You know I love anime.
My name is
My favorite anime is Core in the House.
Go back home, you baka fucking gaijin. Alright, anyways. Wait. Now, hold on. This brings some logic into question. Why the fuck would an American-produced show just randomly have some Japanese and Chinese thrown onto there? And that's a little fucking offensive. He doesn't know what kind it is. It's just some Japanese. It could be Korean for all we fucking know.
Yeah, why does it have to be so specific?
Japanese, Chinese, dirty niche.
Just say Asian writing.
Exactly. Just say stuff that I can't understand. No offense intended. Beneath that, which seems to have been printed out of some strange ink block. The fuck?
Okay. I'm assuming he's talking like a stamp.
Okay,
you know
that's
how you take a stamp, you put it in the ink, and then you stamp it.
That is really fucking weird. What's strange is that whoever had drawn a pumpkin and apple blossom tree beneath those letters had signed it with the initials TD. The devil. Watch. It's fucking the devil. I guarantee fucking it.
Oh my god, yes it is. Totally.
I guarantee. You know what? Here's the thing. Before we continue on, we've never actually read this all the way through. This is always our first take. So if we're fucking right, that's to be very well expected.
That's cliched.
Yeah.
Place your bets. Place your bets.
Don't worry, just a hat. After some research, I found that there were no people in or around Warner Brothers or any of the other associated companies that would have worked on the episode with those initials. It all seemed kind of strange. I posted on a few forums.
I did a lot of research.
Yeah, wait, first off, what are the chances that a person doesn't have those initials that would have had access to doing this kind of stuff?
The
just
devil
automatically assumes that it's just like an episode name.
I know. The devil. Watch. I guarantee you, it's the fucking devil.
It's gotta be. There's gonna be like some 666 shit.
Arnold's gonna pop in at the end. Just watch.
Thank God. Oh yeah, it's better.
I posted on a few forums about the episode, but I got no responses as to what the episodes could be about. Yeah, because I highly doubt people are posting about Charlie Brown online. I don't own a VHS to digital video converter, so there was no way to put the episode onto the computer. Weirdly enough, the real title was It's Your First Kiss, Charlie Brown. Many of those VHS tapes had promos for other shows at the beginning, but this looked like some kind of rough cut. I heard the usual Peanuts theme as Charlie Brown walked out of his house with a baseball cap on. Something seemed a little odd about the show, though. as some weird black lines that spurled up from the corner of the screen that looked like spider legs. You got one of you guys are gonna have to take this over.
Go on, Kyle.
All right.
It was very distracting.
It was very distracting, but I assume maybe this episode was meant to start as a dream sequence, as the sky was orange. The camera crawls up and moves to the right in a very jerky and forced manner, as though a huge matte painting that animators used was being forcibly moved out of frame. Snoopy was at 1/3 transparency.
What? How do you know this?
That's really specific. Eating a bag of peanuts, he looks really nauseated, as though there's something in his water bowl that's making him ill. That's
When does
really
Snoopy
fucking
drink out of his water bowl?
too.
Yeah, wait, what? What the fuck was that? When the fuck did he ever drink out of the water bowl?
That is unbelievably specific that he thinks that it's something in the water bowl.
What is he, like a fucking veteran? Oh, I get it. He's a different kind of intellectual. Okay, I got you. I get it. He's a different kind.
Maybe he's the deduction guy from the Line
That's
of
why
Leaders.
he recognizes the Japanese.
Got a special
Chinese
snowflake
characters.
over here.
Don't worry, guys. We're in for a fucking treat.
The little bird, I don't remember its name, is
Oh,
seen
yeah.
laying on the
Wait.
floor.
What? Wait, no, hold on. How the fuck do you remember such intricate details, but you don't know who the fuck Woodstock is? What? Bullshit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is seen laying on the floor with its legs in the air. I thought it might have been dead, which would have been bizarre, but one leg was twitching spasmodically as the camera cut to Snoopy carving a pumpkin. There was a serious graphicness.
Wait. Why would he assume that he's dead if he's watching Charlie Brown?
That bird's always like that.
The bird never does anything.
Because there wouldn't be another reason.
Again, it's a different kind of intellectual.
You got a special snowflake.
There was a serious graphicness to the pumpkin carving, which seemed more stylized than the usual simple animation style. Snoopy carved a pumpkin to resemble Charlie Brown's head, then put a candle inside the pumpkin. The video stopped there, froze, and I heard the Peanuts theme playing, but several keys were being hit wrong. I myself am a professional pianist.
What?
Alright.
Okay.
Alright.
Wait,
Okay.
hold on. So he's a fucking whatever the fuck. He's a vet, a pianist. Oh, we it's a different kind of intellectual.
This is amazing.
I guarantee it's the fucking guy that wears the fedora in the back of the class flipping the pen.
Maybe he could be a plump.
I better subscribe to chess.com.
Oh my god, my arteries! Oh shit. We're in for a fucking treat, boys. Let's go. Alright.
Oh my god, and we could tell that many of the notes were being hit. A few notes over for some reason, and it didn't seem intentional.
How the fuck are you able to... Oh, whatever.
Alright, whatever.
Maybe
Snoopy carved a cut into Charlie Brown's face and put a candle inside. He already did this.
Yeah,
and left the pumpkin there.
So that's 2 candles inside, guys. We already got a fire hazard.
Yeah, either he's carved 2 heads or he's... Okay.
Whatever. Put 2 candles inside?
Yeah.
Maybe he's talking about Charlie Brown himself.
Oh shit! Maybe. Wait, we don't even know. Now remember it says head over there. Now it's whatever the fuck. Okay. A time lapse showed the pumpkin slowly withering, rotting, decaying, and dying as a candle burned away Charlie Brown's facial features. So it's the fucking pumpkin face, leaving a skeletal.
Wait, what?
What?
Is this the pumpkin or Charlie Brown now?
I don't get it. I know his head looks like a fucking pumpkin, but
I don't think that's how pumpkins work.
Okay, the next line kind of clears this up.
Little did you know that pumpkins have skeletons.
The next scene just showed Charlie Brown heading to school down the linear path as though the last scene hadn't happened.
Oh, so it was Charlie Brown.
Wait, does that indicate that it was his head or not his head?
Okay, alright. Okay, either this whole thing,
an alternate timeline where it is Charlie.
Brown. Again, it's this fucking dude.
I think it said that it was a pumpkin.
Hold on. Okay, so we either have it's fucking Zelda now. We got 2 different fucking timelines. All right, so pick your fucking poison
Some
story.
deep storytelling.
Do you want to take the Wind Waker route, or do you want the fucking Majora's Mask route? Pick your
Man, can't wait for the theories to come
Pick your
out.
poison.
Dude, I'm
wait.
gonna be okay. I'm gonna
Oh,
let all the people in the comments know. I will be watching comments on this video just to see what you guys think.
Oh no, this is getting pretty deep. All right.
We want your conspiracy theories.
The next scene, all right. Charlie Brown was missing a shoe and his leg was brown colored. It was a very specific detail that, oh, you fucking notice everything. What's weird is that he knocks at the front door of the school before he is invited in. I've never heard of someone knocking to enter school. Charlie Brown sits down next to Linus and takes out a brown paper bag lunch. All of a sudden, Charlie's Brown's I can't read. Eyes grow exceptionally wide. There she is, he says. The girl with the red hair.
Charlie Brown really likes to play the pronoun game.
I know. Indeed, Charlie Brown's school crush was one of the major plot points that the show addressed. I bet one day, Charlie Brown started, I'll go up to her, approach her, and I'll do something that impresses her, and she'll kiss me. Cartoon hearts bubbled up around Charlie Brown while he held his hands together and leaned into them, smiling. This is getting a little creepy now. He looked a little off. Linus was holding his blanket, but there was a picture of the United States scrawled onto it for some reason.
Wait, what?
Fucking America, man.
Wait, a picture of the United States, not the flag.
Wait, hold
Picture
on.
of the United States.
What the fuck would a picture of the United States be? Just like the map, or like?
I have to
the
assume it's the
States?
map.
I'm gonna say it's a map.
I would hope. I don't know, Charles. Men, well, boys in our case, shouldn't romanticize such things.
Wait. Who was that? Linus who said that?
Yeah, apparently Linus gets all deep and fucking
Because
interesting.
honestly, I would be holding my blanket too at this point.
I know, dude. This is getting creepy. What's weird is that I never heard anyone refer to Charlie Brown as Charles on the show before. The red-haired girl across the room in a kind of ghastly manner as Charlie Brown opened his paper bag lunch, which contained a peanut butter sandwich with peanuts. What? With a hot? What the fuck? A peanut? What?
Wait,
What?
highly stylized.
Okay, first
wait, hold
off,
on.
George Washington Carver was not the inventor of the peanut.
Wait, hold on.
No, he was the guy who wanted to engineer the peanuts into becoming an artificial intelligence.
Wait, hold the fuck up.
Yeah.
How the fuck do you have a peanut butter sandwich with peanuts? What, do you just put the peanuts as a topping on
Well,
it?
you can get like
You
the
can get
crunchy peanut
chunky
butter
ones.
with peanuts.
Yeah,
in it.
Well, that's still fucking peanut butter.
yeah.
Oh, what fucking
With a highly stylized drawing of George Washington Carver
Wait, so like
on the cover of the. Wait, it said it contained a peanut butter sandwich.
So wait, did he open the sandwich up and like his mom just had like fucking brilliant like fucking pasting skills on there?
Well,
no,
I was
no,
thinking
what I
like,
think
or was
happened
there like
here-
a package that the peanut butter sandwich was in?
Oh, it's possible. I
Whatever.
think what happened here was that
What
the
kind of
mother
a lost
took like a
episode
branding
is
iron.
this? All right,
The
Or
mother
why
took
I'm-
a branding iron and put George Washington Carver on it because peanut butter.
Amara, you take over. This is fucking too stupid.
Charlie Brown seemed a little different in the next scene. He looked a little grizzled, maybe slightly older. He has some dust in his face, and he looked kind of like a beard stubble.
Oh, we're going.
The room is full of puddles and puddles of water, and there are dead flies everywhere. The plants near the windows are dead, too. Charlie Brown walks up to his teacher, and the usual blah 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 noises are made, but Charlie couldn't understand them. What? He said, to the sound of the off-key trumpets and trombone. Indeed, Charlie couldn't understand. I think I have some kind of learning difficulty, Charlie
It's not
said,
the only
looking at his shoe
Autism.
sadly. Oh God!
Now we
Looking
have
at
a
his shoe
special
sadly.
snowflake.
I think I'm starting to suffer from.
Okay, guys, he's a different kind of intellectual. Remember?
You're right.
Little
I
cartoon.
think as he shoes sadly, Big Ben walked up. She said that something in the water is making everyone ill, and that we need to drink this bottled water for the next 2 weeks.
Oh,
Radiation.
Come on, man. What
What's weird
what
is
is
that-
this story about? First
is
it's about
this,
a
the
fucking
X-Files?
pumpkin, and now it's about some conspiracy shit.
Let me tell you,
with
this
water?
is gonna be a Fallout thing.
Oh my god, it kind of is. What's weird is that all the time of Peanut syndication, bottled water was not even in what?
Wait, what?
Bottled water was not in circuit. Wait. So the whole time that this show was up, this story wants to claim there was no fucking thing like bottled water?
Something's wrong
Actually,
here.
now that I think about it, there actually was
Don't
never
justify
a
it.
single episode or comic that had bottled water in it.
No, but this story's saying there was... Okay, whatever. The label wasn't specifically drawn, but it kind of looked like a Zephyr Hills bottle. Charlie Brown went into a shed with broken windows and took out a notebook. He had seen the girl with the red hair dropping that morning, but he couldn't get in close enough to reach her. His heart skipped a beat when he read what was written. June 24th, 1967. There's a boy at school that I really find handsome. I think his name is Linus Storm, Charles. I saw him smile at me from across the cafeteria. I want nothing more than to hug him and maybe plant my lips on him. And he can smell my hair while I... What?
Masturbate.
What the...
Give
This
head?
is- Man,
All of
I
a sudden, there was
swear.
a loud bang. It was the sound of a rock hitting the shed.
What are you
what are you-
doing in there?
It was Lucy.
I guess all the kids were supposed to be playing football as Lucy was shown squeezing a football. Hurry up, you...
What the fuck?
You know,
Was
she's
that
a girl,
actually
right?
a thing
Budget.
that was said back then?
I think
Wait.
that is actually a term.
A
Fuss budget.
fuss budget?
Yeah.
What the fuck
All
is
right.
that?
I don't know
I'm
where.
going
but
with it. I'm going
Wait,
with it.
what?
Wait, read the next paragraph. Now we're getting fucking full.
What's weird is that a grown Asian businessman is shown walking in the
Okay.
background. From what I know about the show, you never
Dude,
saw.
we're
what
going
characters
full
had.
on weeaboo.
So it confused me. Something terrible. The grown Asian man started to walk as the brass started up, but the camera immediately cut to the right of the screen as the kids were playing football. Lucy lined the football up for Charlie Brown to kick. This was a common gag. Whenever Charlie went to kick the football, Lucy would pull it away. Okay,
And
ready, Charlie Brown ran towards the football just as Lucy would pull it away and continued to run into the field. What are you doing, Charlie Brown? Linus yelled. He saw the red-haired girl climbing onto the bus way out in the field. He chased her across the field just as the bus pulled away, leaving him there alone.
No one was even there, Charlie Brown, Linus said. Charles sighed. A rock hit his head rather hard as Lucy had thrown it right at his head. I guess since she didn't get the satisfaction of pulling the football away. So what? She just fucking she just throws like rocks at your head. What if he ends up oh wait, but he already is a different kind of learner, right?
Oh, what a bitch.
Yep.
I know. Ow! Charlie cried, and blood began to. What the fuck, man? She really hit him. Ouch, man! What fucking rock was that?
What
What
is
is
that? Yelled Linus. Bam Pelt.
No, he has a last name.
Linus Van Pelt. Actually, I think that was always
Was
his
it?
name. Yeah.
Really?
It's been such a
Don't
long
remember.
time.
If I remember right, he looked dirty as shit, but he had a majestic as fuck name.
Oh my.
Evidently, none of the characters in the Peanuts universe seem to know what blood was. Oh yeah, because they're all
Okay.
you know, because they're all just so fucking stupid, right?
Maybe because they're made of paper.
Charlie put his. What's that red paint on you, man? That's not supposed to be there. Stop. Charlie put his hand over the wound as Lucy opened a first aid kit to find nothing inside. Wait, hold on. Let me get this straight. They don't know what the fuck blood is, but they got.
But they
first
know to
aid...
get a first aid kit.
Yeah, but what the fuck would the first aid kit contain? Obviously, nothing to do with dealing with
Well,
blood.
it says there was nothing inside, so apparently nothing.
But they still have the fucking whatever, man.
It's just a kit.
The next
Okay.
scene,
You put the kit over the wound.
they just chucked it at his head. Do something, goddammit. The next scene showed Charlie Brown's head stitched shut with what looked like the same stitches used on baseballs.
So they don't know what blood is, yet they have
Well,
doctors.
that's sanitary.
Yeah, they have like fucking stitching systems. What? I have to find that red-haired girl, Charlie said. I'm running
Why?
out of time.
Why?
I don't-
What
I
the
don't
fuck?
know. I think, but again, he's a different kind of learner, Amaru. Maybe this is the schizophrenia kicking in. I'm running out of time. He looked at his wristwatch. What appeared to be drawn on with the time, 8:16 a.m., there was a shot of Snoopy as the Red Baron.
Yeah,
But here he was in a B-29 bomber for some reason.
Man, that's oddly specific as well.
I know.
Yeah.
What is... No, guys. He's a vet, okay? He's a pianist, and he's a fucking aircraft expert.
I know, right?
The next shot, I want to see his LinkedIn profile now. What the fuck? The next shot was of all of the kids at a school dance. Charlie was fumbling from within the crowd, trying to get to the red-haired girl. She was turned around behind the fruit punch bowl. I'm gonna approach her, Charlie said. Linus.
What? Linus was holding the Necronomicon Ex Mortis.
Wow.
Linus is holding a massive occult book he had checked
Holy
from the
shit.
library.
What the fuck?
The best line
Man,
ever.
I just
What the?
I felt like I just got kicked in the nuts, man. Why is
Dude, just wait till you get to the next lines. There are some amazing leaps.
This is the best thing since the acid thing from the Mario
Alright.
one.
It really is. This is amazing.
Apparently Linus is a fucking Satanist.
I think I
Linus
figured it out,
Van
Charlie.
Charlie.
Satanist expert, the devil.
Alright, somebody's gonna have to be Linus here. I'll be Okay, I'll be Linus, somebody be fucking Okay, wait, I'll be Linus, somebody's Charlie, alright?
I'll fucking take Charlie.
Alright. I think I figured it out, Charlie, he said, sucking his thumb. There's a demon from Japanese folklore called the Yuri Ono.
Oh god.
This demon that takes the form of what you want the most. Charlie didn't seem to be listening. And once it finds you, it... Charlie walked up to the girl with the fruit punch and circled around her, but she kept turning around. He couldn't get a view of her face. Don't touch her, Charlie Brown, his childhood friend screamed, but Charlie wasn't listening. It's just a projection of your mind, Charles. It's something you think you want, and it will kill you. A shot of Linus going up to another grown Asian man was shown. This time, as he talked, I heard the off-kilter brass, but it slowly began to roll backwards, as if an orchestra was getting into tune. I heard the words, I have become death, destroyer of worlds. As an explosion rocked the building, and bright lights shot outside.
What
I
the
guess
fuck?
it was meant to be fireworks. There was fruit punch all over the floor,
Oh
But
no,
it-
not the fruit punch.
but it looked like blood.
But it wasn't.
Whoa, whoa,
We're
whoa.
dealing
How
with
do
demons. The
you
fruit punch is the last of the issue.
how do you trip on fruit punch?
I mean, you gotta be failing at a really high level.
I mean, I can trip upstairs and downstairs, but fruit punch.
Charlie Brown tripped on it, fell, and you saw a halo as he slid through the door before the tape popped and recut. Now, Charlie was running through a field which is unfamiliar to anyone that I remember seeing on the show. He chased the red-haired girl way, way out into the field while pictures of feet, hair, broken light bulbs, skulls, and baseball bats were carved into the trees. The trees became more and more narrow, representing a hallway after a while Charlie Brown had to squeeze through. There was what could have been blood, fruit punch, or some other... Wait, we already know blood doesn't fucking exist. Fruit punch, some other... Well, it exists, but no one fucking knows what it is.
Well, maybe
And some
he was
other
bleeding
foreign
fruit punch.
material. Maybe he was.
It's just fruit punch.
Which Charles became completely covered in as he chased the girl with the red hair through a snowy area.
What's your obsession with that girl? Shit.
Dude, it's the demon, man. Linus is the expert. Didn't he just explain
Yuri Ono.
this? Yeah. I don't have
Ah.
much time, he thought. I'm getting... Oh, wait, Kyle, your line.
I'm getting old. I have to get that kiss. I have to reach her. I have to.
I'm getting
the
old.
restraint.
What?
I had to get laid.
What is this, Metal Gear Solid 4? I'm getting too old for this shit. God damn it. He chased a red-haired girl through the snow before realizing he was lost in a forest outside of wherever the town in Peanuts is supposed to be. Charles' eyes widened heavily and disturbingly as the picture distorted now. They widened and widened, becoming more intense, like silly putty pressed into a comics peanut. What the fuck? Comic Peanuts comic strip before slowly twisted and contorted to match someone's warped image.
All right.
Okay, okay. Kyle, Maru,
I'm going with it. I'm just rolling with it at this
Someone
point.
take over. This
Where
is
was
get,
this?
Go, Connor.
they wiggled and wavered.
They wiggled and wavered.
As though they were underwater. As he came to a steep cliff overlooking a lake, there was a red wig stuck on a bloodied stump. He chased the beautiful red-haired girl before she turned around, revealing two bright, demonic red eyes, which pierced through the low-quality editing of the Peanuts tape.
All right, so suddenly we have low quality video, but
Now,
like HD fucking demonic eyes.
guys, we have an editing expert now too.
Before she fell backwards down into the water. A
Is
Charlie
that the
tried to grab
contra
her
code?
shoulder.
What the fuck?
And it's a
Konami?
VHS, mind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck were you expecting out of VHS quality?
Charlie Brown, the kissless broken dove, into the shallow pool. What?
The name, the kissless.
The kissless and broke it down in the shallow pool. In an attempt to resuscitate what he thought it was her, he dove deep, deep down into the water, pulling her up as she coughed up in the water and blood. Even though she was unconscious, as he went in to kiss her, she reeled back in horror, like a deer in the headlights.
Is he still trying to get that kiss?
Dude,
She's fucking
apparently.
possessed. The kissless
Look,
and
man,
broken down.
Charlie doesn't have any standards, guys.
I love that.
Was she so aberrant a creature? He withdrew it and then went in again. Lip pressed to lip as he blew into her lungs, sending her coughing up blood. As she became conscious, she kissed him, and they both kissed there for hours on end. It seemed as the time lapse showed hours passing, and apple blossoms falling by the nearby trees. Bright lights that stunned both their eyes exploded in the background.
I thought that this was the end of the bizarre episode as the screen faded, but the final shot was more stylized with a very realistic "Have you seen me?" drawing stuck to the poster on the wall of the school, with a picture of Charlie Brown on it. "We don't go missing like this," Linus said. Occult expert with a sigh. "It doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen. I just want to know what happened to my best friend. I want a piece of
That's what
Percy's
happened when you're
ass."
playing with the occult, bitch.
A shot of flashlights resembling a search party took up the final few segments of the shot before the camera zoomed through the trees to a lake. It was a shot of a toothless Charlie Brown laying there, frozen, blue, dead. His teeth were shown buried in some rotted car stump with red hairs around it. His shirt was torn. There were visible lacerations around his neck. Hey, that was me when I graduated. There were X's in his eyes, but not cartoon X's. They looked like stitches. Dirty brown leaves surrounded him. In his hand was a ripped heart Valentine. I need to die for a second. Valentine card. And in his heart, there was nothing. What the fuck do you mean?
What is
It
this?
is
Okay,
hard.
so
Wait,
if
how
you
the-
take everything after like the occult bulk Linus said, you can pretty much just cut out the other half of this, and you still have the same story.
Okay,
The first half of this had nothing to do with the second.
as soon as he got to the occult, that was probably the best moment next to Nicolas Cage. Just a fucking complete switch.
I love how we never go back to the guy who actually found the VHS.
Yeah, what the fuck was that? We never went back. Yeah, you're right. You could split this whole thing up. Fuck the first part. Just erase it.
Exactly.
Mm.
How did Linus just instantly become the fucking occult expert? Is this whole thing? Is that why he's in the graveyard all the fucking time? The sick necker. Oh, it's nasty. Oh my god, alright. Fuck. That's too
I revived the great pumpkin.
bad.
Oh God, I have given another
Oh,
soul to
shit.
the great pumpkin.
Alright, so hold on. They have this whole pumpkin melting bullshit in the beginning. Then they go to Charlie, and all of a sudden it goes from Charlie, like this fucking pumpkin shit, this Halloween special, to Charlie getting laid. That's the fucking special.
Except, okay, wait. If you read the end, though, he technically didn't get laid. He technically, made out with a stump.
Well,
I always
that was-
figured at the end of this, Charlie and Linus would get together. Maybe this really had a lot of.
Yeah,
this
whatever
really,
happened to the initials TD?
yeah. Wait, what the fuck was TD about? Yeah, wait.
Hey, look at that. We didn't get any. Maybe that girl was the devil
Oh yeah, dude, Crimson Red.
because
the
she
devil.
was demonic.
Yeah, no. Wait, what was the whole? Wait, it was Yuki Ono, right? Yuri
Yeah,
Ono.
Yuri Ono.
Or something like that.
Oh, let me go on to my good friend Mr.
Oh, there's the
really quickly.
Yuri Ona.
Yuri Ona.
Yeah.
Ona
Dude,
means
I have an
girl.
idea.
YURI dash
Yeah, it's
ONNA. Yeah.
yeah, I see it. It's complete bullshit, but as expected.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
wait.
it's actually the Yuki Ona, also known as the Snow Granny or Snow Nanny. So apparently, Japanese Judge Judy, came in and kicked everyone's ass. So
Alright.
you know, let's give this one the fairest rating out of possible. Okay.
Now,
I mean,
Muda, let's look at it this way. What if this red-haired girl was doing a ritual pasta, the devil's game, and that's why she's possessed?
oh, dude, that is like so fucking meta. I didn't think of that.
Just like the guy in the comments, just fill the blank. Let the theories begin.
I'm reading the comments
Oh,
now.
man.
Like I said, guys. Like I said.
All I see is the birds. The dude. The bird's name is Woodstock.
How do you not remember that?
I
of
don't.
all
I don't get it.
things?
So we got this fucking intellectual fedora wearing fucking guy who apparently is a vet pianist.
He knows
video
what
editor.
euphoric means.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, fancy
What
big
the fuck?
words, chess.com, all that crap.
What
But
the
he
fuck was
doesn't
that?
fucking know Woodstock's name.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that Asian guy thing?
Yeah.
there were
there's-
two Asian guys actually in the whole thing.
Yeah, there's some grown Asian man or something.
Yeah,
Apparently Japan equals devil, so
Japan equals devil.
Well,
Come on.
technically,
It was Majin.
If you look at
Legit.
it, this occult being was of Asian or Japanese origin, so
No.
Hey, Chinese
Japanese or
or
Chinese.
Japanese. One or
Oh,
the
yeah,
other,
yeah, yeah.
man.
Okay,
Good
okay.
gimmick. So if you people in the comments can figure out what the fuck this was all about and how expert you are in the occult like Linus, please tell us in the comments below. And if you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. We're off to get our first kisses as well. This is all of us. And we're out, Charlie
what the
Brown.
fuck?